What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your love reading. This reading is going to be for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I also want to say what's up to the cross watchers. I don't normally say hi to y'all, but I don't know, for some reason I feel like there's going to be a lot of cross watching specifically for this video, and I'll explain that why a little bit later. But before I get into the reading, I just want to say and remind you guys, all of these messages are not going to resonate with you, okay? Take what does and leave the rest, okay? If it does not resonate with you, then I definitely invite you to go check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. Sometimes those might, apply more for the month. Also, I want to let you guys know that I'm starting to do extendeds now, so if this message is resonating with you, definitely go check out the extended video. It will be on Vimeo. You can check the link down in the description box below. It's also in my About tab. And for those of you guys who want personal readings, I am available. You can email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. And I appreciate all of you guys who do reach out for personal readings. I love doing those for you guys. And yeah, I'm just really thankful. Thank you for you returners. Thank you if you're new and you're stopping by, welcome. And I hope that, even if this doesn't fully resonate with you guys, I hope that you guys get some gems or something in there, okay? Aquarius, very interesting. Are we feeling a little scared? There's a little bit of apprehension, a little bit of a little bit of scared, but I definitely think that this is something that you guys can work through. Actually, there's some beautiful cards out here. I think this is actually a very beautiful reading. So let's just get into it, okay? So the bottom of the bottom card, right, which is basically the unseen energy, is the Two of Cups. I love this. I mean, for a love reading, that's perfect, right? This is about connection. A lot of you guys, I feel like, are starting something new with somebody new, but there is a good amount of you that I feel like are kind of in this reconciliation mode, or like if you're currently already in a relationship, really trying to get things back on track. Okay. But definitely there's passion there. There's connection there. There's more of a balance there, especially if there hasn't been in the past. And for those of you guys who I said, I feel like there's a little bit of fear, it may be a little bit of that, like, oh, in the past, this didn't really work out. I feel like things are a little bit different right now. And I think that even though for some of you guys that may be a little bit confusing, I feel like overall you're in a pretty good place for this. So this is really good, okay? So keep in mind also these could be flip-floppy or interchangeable. So, even though I'm speaking to Aquarius, that might be the opposite or whatever, okay? So starting out, Aquarius, we have Nine of Wands, the Sun, and Six of Pentacles. This is all your energy, right? So again, I feel like there's some fear there with that Nine of Wands. This is someone who's been through the battle. They've seen the worst and they're still surviving, right? They've got their head banged up a little bit, right? We've got that bandage on the Nine of Wands person, but this is someone who is still willing to fight. I'm sensing a lot of fear, especially for those of you guys who maybe are trying to reconcile or improve upon a relationship that you're already in. This is also true for those of you guys who have met someone new, just based off of the things that you have gone through and the struggles you have been through. But I do like seeing that there is this want to stand there strong and still kind of go forward. I would advise to you to not let your thoughts escape you. You guys are air signs, and as air signs, we think a whole fucking lot, right? It's constant activity in the brain. And so I don't want you guys to fall into that so much. Really be trusting your instincts, and kind of go with the flow with this. I don't sense any deception or weirdness with this. It just feels like there may be some healing that needs to be done on your end, or maybe the other person's end, that maybe has you a little, like, oh, I don't know. But I actually see good things. Some of you guys may be dealing with someone who has a child, and that could be where that Nine of Wands comes from too. Especially, I'm getting the sense like those of you guys who maybe have never dated someone with children, and maybe trying to find your flow of how, how does this work? How do we do this? How do I show up in this relationship without taking over, without, those things. Those are real concerns. But overall, I do feel like this is a connection that you feel really happy with. Like, this is someone who brings you joy. But it's almost like you know, it's almost like you see someone that you're really happy with, or, you know, you're in a situation that really feels good. And maybe if you're not used to that, you're looking at them like, who sent you? You know what I mean? Like almost too good to be true, but I don't feel like that this is it at all. I feel like this person brings you real happiness, but I think you guys are kind of scared right now to fall into that. This could be someone you have children with. This could be someone that maybe you think about having children with. I think a lot has been exposed to you in terms of this connection. I think there's a lot of, you know, you guys being very upfront, and also with the information that you're gathering and the things that you're picking up, I think it gives you a lot to think about and poses different challenges in terms of like, okay, you know, how do we move forward with all the chips on the table, right? It doesn't feel like bad energy at all. I just feel like you guys have a little bit of fear based on the things that you've been through, right? This Nine of Wands, he stacked up all these wands. This is all these challenges, all these things. But I do feel like with the Knight of Wands, there is still a lot of passion, especially with the Sun. You guys may be dealing with a fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone who has a lot of fire in their chart, right? Could be their Venus, could be their moon, could be their rising, Jupiter, whatever, right? In terms of this relationship, I think that you guys are really trying to find balance here, right? If this is someone in the past, this could be someone that you in the past have historically felt like you've given so much into this relationship, but maybe they weren't giving back. There's also an emphasis on maybe you guys feeling like you need to be a little bit more financially together in order to maintain this relationship, right? Some of you guys might be feeling like, you know, I really like this person, I really connect, but I don't feel like I'm in a place financially to really give my all to this relationship. And honestly, I feel like that will all work itself out. Now, I'm going to clarify all these in the extended, so definitely if it's resonating, then check it out, okay? But definitely, whoever this is, you know, 6 is the perfect number of balance. So I feel like you guys want that. I feel like you guys see the potential of that. Again, with this being next to the Sun card, I think this is a really good thing of you guys feeling very happy and very, you know, like things are pretty reciprocal. But I think that there's this kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I can trust it. And again, I think that's based off of whatever you've been through in the past, whether it was with this person or if this is a whole new person, okay? But there is this kind of balancing act. Your feelings for them with the Sun card are super strong. I think they make you really happy. I think you guys have a lot of fun together. I think there's a lot of passion there. And even those fun, good feelings, they can be scary. So that's something to definitely look into, but not get it carried away with in your lower vibrational thoughts. Because I think as soon as you guys feel good, you guys will do this thing like, yeah, this is cute and I like them, and you know, like we're connecting, we're bonding, we're vibing, whatever, but like there's always a big ass but at the end. Leave the but alone, okay? Go with the flow of this. Now, the person you're dealing with, they've got the Death card, Knight of Cups, and Knight of Swords. I don't want to pay too much attention to the energies, but so I'm getting a lot of fire. We got some earth, and we've got now some water. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, definitely could be a Scorpio. This person though, with this Death card, has gone through a major transformation. Okay. There's been a lot of things that I think they've, dropped, a lot of new good things that they're implementing and picked up. I think that this person is really changed. Again, if this is someone that you're reconciling with, it's almost like you're seeing these changes and yeah, they feel good, but maybe you might be like, but I don't know, like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop or whatever that saying is. But this person is definitely gone through a transformation in terms of if they weren't ready for relationships before, I feel like they're definitely ready now, because with this Knight of Cups, they really have, you know, they feel for you. Knight of Cups energy, yeah, it's not a king, yeah, it's not a queen, so it's not super elevated, but this is someone who wants to offer you something. This is someone who wants to offer you something that's very heartfelt. This is someone who is in tune with their feelings, right? And again, where it may not be super, super elevated, I feel like they definitely feel connected to you as well. I will say, if there is, you know, I feel like this Knight of Cups kind of shows up because I do feel like this person can sense your vibe. So especially if they're a water sign, I do feel like they can sense like, yeah, you know, I feel like you guys are on the same page as far as like being happy. This is good. This feels great. But also there is this sense of like they can almost feel like there's almost like a disconnect. Do you know what I mean? Like they can feel your fear. They can feel like there's some things to be worked out. So I think that's why they're not showing up as Knight of Cups or King of Cups or Queen of Cups here. But definitely this is someone who wants to pour into you. This is someone who wants to build something with you. This is someone who wants to offer some type of a something with you. And for some of you, this may be someone who's coming back to apologize for things that have gone wrong in the past, right? Now there's this need for definite communication, Knight of Swords. Again, going back to that Nine of Wands, I think they feel that, you know, okay, yeah, these things are great. We really vibe. We really connect, but there are some things that we do need to talk about. And I think that they want to talk about them like now. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. But yeah, because I just feel like there's things that they need to fill out and get a little bit more clarity on, right? Whenever we talk about swords, it's all about truth. That's all about clarity. That's all about, you know, our thought processes, our communication. That is really important to them in order to move forward. And so I feel like that is something that they are looking forward in order to do so that you guys can make the first step to really grow this and like make this something beautiful. Okay. Now, as far as your blocks, you've got the Fool card. So again, it's about starting this new beginning, whether this is someone that you've dealt with or this is someone new. Okay. There is a little bit of a block. There is that little bit of apprehension. Some of you guys may be finding yourself right now in a situationship more than a relationship, like haven't really solidified what this is, because there's a little bit of problems here with taking risks, right? Because the Fool asks us to take a risk. It asks us to literally do that leap of faith and just really go for the things that we want, right? It requires us to pack light. You see this Fool, he literally has just like a little knapsack full of his essentials, but he's not bringing a whole lot. He's bringing his companion, his best friend, his dog, and his little sack, right? His toothbrush, his underwear, I don't know, shit like that. But it requires us to pack light. It requires us to take risk in order to move forward. And I think for you guys, it's very much, and I think this is more on you, right? I think this is more on you. So whatever this Nine of Wands energy is about that you guys are kind of holding on to, where that is causing you to kind of have anxiety or feel a little fearful of what's to come, I think that it's really important right now at this time that, you know, Spirit's urging you to take a risk, right? I think that this is a beautiful connection. I mean, hello, Two of Cups. But I think there are some extra things that maybe you guys need to heal in order to move forward. Now, your advice for moving forward is that Seven of Wands, which I'm cool with that. That's really standing your ground. It can be a defensive energy, right? But I'm actually not feeling like it here with the cards that are surrounding it. Because remember, when we do these tarot readings, yes, you're looking at the cards individually, but you really have to look at the cards together, like what they're next to, all that kind of stuff. And with the Seven of Wands being next to the Fool and right underneath the Knight of Cups, it feels like, you know, stand your ground, be very clear, go into this boldly and showing who you are. It feels like you guys have the upper hand, right? With the Seven of Wands. I mean, this is a person who's on top of like this hill fighting these 6 people at the bottom, but they're on top, right? So even if it's like a thing of like, I don't know if there's different people or, you know, other people in the picture, you are on top. You are on top. So it's really up to you to step into that power and to, you know, if this is something that you want, really go for it and stand your ground. Okay. Now, your possible outcome, your most likely outcome is that Two of Wands. And this is all about moving forward in something different, right? We've got the Two Wands, one's bolted into the ground and the other he's holding the globe, right? So Two of Wands for me is always about exploring and doing something new, making the decision to do something new, right? And I think, again, with that being next to the Fool card and Seven of Wands, I think you guys will find that you are going to be moving forward in this. Now we can see where this takes us, which I will in the extended. Remember, this is like a weather forecast. So even though I'm reading you the energies now, we can't predict what other people are going to do, right? Because we all have our own free will. So that's something to keep in mind. But I do see you guys as trying something new, which I love that, because you're stepping out of that Nine of Wands of being like, oh, and scared, and stepping in your Two of Wands in as far as like taking action. And so that's really, really beautiful. Now, I pulled 2 oracle cards. You guys got healing family issues, your love life benefits, as you forgive your parents. Again, I do feel like there's some things that maybe you guys need to work out a little bit. And again, this could be having to deal with your family issues with your parents. But again, if you're sharing children with this person, or let's say they have children, there may be some kinks to work out with that, and some understanding with that will help you propel yourself into this relationship, or deeper into the relationship, where you guys feel even more connected, okay? But I think we're working with something really good here. Also, you guys got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So again, for some of you, it feels like this could be somebody that you're trying this all over again, and you guys are in a different space, right? After they've gone through their death, transformation, after, you know, all these things that, you know, may have gone wrong, it feels like you guys are really trying this out for a second time and trying to do it the right way. I will say that. So if this is a reconciliation, and of course use your discernment, because some of you guys might be trying to reconcile with someone and you know damn well they ain't right. This is not for you. You know what I mean? Like, but if everything is looking and feeling right, I think it's okay to take a chance on this. Because again, you've got some beautiful cards, the Sun, Two of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Cups, like beautiful cards in terms of moving forward in love. So really, I feel like this is up to you, but definitely get your healing that you need. If you need to talk to someone, meditate, whatever makes you feel grounded whenever you're feeling a little shaky, I think that's going to really help you guys. So I love you. If you would like a personal reading, reach out. If this resonates, please check out the video. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.